俗话说啊，民以食为天。想要了解一个地方的文化，通过美食那就是最直接的方法。那今天给大家介绍一个 Feast for the Eyes 艺术展，就是通过一张又一张的美食照片，探索丰富的美食历史。那这食物呢，不仅给我们带来这个味觉的享受，同时呢，也为这艺术家带来源源不绝的创作灵感。那这个展览总共分3个展区，那我们就请这个美术馆的 Director Ray 来为我们介绍这3个展区有什么不同，有什么不一样的特色。
Yeah, the exhibition is called Feast for the Eyes. It's a real history of how food has been photographed over the last 100 and 150 years. How much food has played a role in many different artistic practices. It's divided into 3 sections. We're standing in still life, so food as a pictorial instrument that really has its roots in painting, still life painting, and we can think back over many hundreds of years to how food has been depicted in painting and now photography. And then that has developed over the last 100 years. And in the next section, around the table, we see food as part of our social contract, people enjoying food, what it means to share food amongst people. And there's a long tradition of how that's been pictured. And then finally, a section called Playing with Food, which is a very fun section that shows how artists have often used food to make art with, sometimes in very, very playful circumstances. So a very enjoyable end to the exhibition.
那这么多精彩的艺术品，您觉得不可错过的精彩之作是有哪一些呢？
There's some terrific work, and one of the themes that runs through the exhibition is not only how food has been pictured in fine art, but also how it's been used in cookbooks. And we often take it for granted how much cookbooks might play a role in everybody's lives. But the role of picturing food in cookbooks has really developed over the last 100 years. And the exhibition does a terrific job of showing that, of showing the history of cookbooks and the history of photography in cookbooks, as well as in fashion and in illustration and in a number of other media. So it's a very diverse show of the history of food in a number of different media that we might not already take for granted.
美食不仅是艺术家创作的灵感，也是这社交媒体上大家关注的话题。就好像我们很多朋友呢，在吃饭前都一定要照一张相。那您是怎么看待这次展览中艺术家的作品，以及在这个社交平台上面大家流传的美食照片呢？
Well, that's the really fascinating thing about the exhibition is we really see how the impetus of taking pictures of food has been something that precedes social media. There's a strong desire to take pictures of food that dates back really into the 19th century. And the exhibition shows, I think, how we got to this point, how taking images of showing the beauty of food sometimes, the graphic quality of food has translated into social media, how we will often want to take a picture of something that's beautifully presented before we consume it. And that's an act of sharing as much as it is of setting at a table for your friends. To send a picture to your friends of what you're about to eat is a very strong tradition that the exhibition does a great, great job of showing us.
那展览现在已经开始，请问到什么时候截止？那我们的观众朋友如果想要去看展览的话，要如何预约和查询呢？
We're very fortunate to be open to the public. We have safety protocols in place, a maximum capacity. You don't have to reserve in advance, but we're asking all our guests on arrival to wear masks, and it is by donation. So any amount that you're able to share, there's no entry fee. So we welcome everybody during our opening hours, 10 to 5, Wednesday to Sunday. They can register online, groups of up to 10 people. I will add that we have exhibition tours in Mandarin and Cantonese as well that are available to be booked online.
这么特别的艺术展，大家是不是很想赶快预约去看看呢？我们接下来就要送票邀请大家去看展，不过仅限于温哥华的观众朋友。 那就是节目一开始的时候呢，我有介绍这个展览的结束日期是哪一天。那如果你知道答案的话，就请上我们城市电视的官方网页，点击有奖游戏表格，然后选择我们的节目城市串吧，写上答案，你就有机会得到我们入场门票哦。